Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 27 of the regular season, where the Astros win 3-2 over the Detroit Tigers. Same score as last night, but a bit different. And the Astros won. There is not a lot to go over. There are not really any storylines. This was a very straightforward and simple win for the Houston Astros. The Tigers, it was only a one-run game, right? So on paper, it feels close. But man, it just didn't feel competitive, if I'm being honest. And that's not to denigrate the Tigers, because again, they kept it close with great pitching, but their offense just never really seemed good. And that might sound mean, but 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position is just not going to get you very far in a game. And yeah, they got a couple of runs playing small ball, but it was too small of ball to win a game. Both of the runs for the Tigers would come on RBI groundouts, so it just didn't feel threatening. The Astros offense wasn't exactly stellar or anything, by the way. I'm not going to act like it was good. We scored 3 runs and we're 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position, so woohoo! But let's talk about that Astros offense, and let's talk about the Detroit offense, because how was the scoring scored? Second inning, Tigers get a little bit of foot traffic, RBI ground out, fielder's choice by Tucker Barnhart, and it's 1-0 Detroit. Again, just didn't feel threatening. RBI groundouts just don't feel anything to me. They just feel numb. And then bottom half of the second, the Astros, this was the difference maker. This was the Astros' only offensive inning where they looked even awake. Chas McCormick would homer to make it a 2-1 ball game, and then Martin Maldonado, back-to-back home runs for the very bottom of the order, would homer and make it a 3-1 ball game. Yarimer Candelario would ground out in the top of the third inning to send home another run for the Tigers to make it a 3-2 ball game, and that was about it. Pitching was the story tonight. I know Brees gave up 3 runs, but I thought he looked pretty darn solid. He had 1 bad inning and made 2 mistakes to back-to-back hitters. That was pretty much it. He looked really good for the rest of the evening. Gave up a few more walks than you would like for a pitcher, but I thought he did pretty okay for the Tigers. And the bullpen didn't allow us to get any more. Their pitching did good. However, ours did better. What an evening for Luis Garcia. 7 2-run innings, only one of them was an earned run. 2 walks and 9 strikeouts. A dominant evening for Luis Garcia. Probably his best start of the season. I just wanted to double check and make sure I wasn't forgetting a gem. No, this was the best start for Luis Garcia this season. He looked absolutely fabulous tonight. And the bullpen only needed 2 innings of work from our pen, but they also looked great. The bullpen has been ridiculous this season. Phil Maton comes in, 1-2-3 inning, gets a strikeout, and the same for Rafael Montero. He picks up a save. Rafael Montero as a throw-in for the Kendall Graveman trade? Man, just James Click kind of fleeced him on that trade, and not for the reason we thought. So again, the pitching for the Astros was amazing. The offense did just enough to squeak by. Home runs for McCormick and Maldonado in the second inning to give us those 3 runs are what the difference was. But man, Altuve had a great night tonight. On his birthday, the mini goat turning 32 today, 2 hits, a walk. Altuve is finding his footing. It's kind of funny because last year he missed a little bit of time, came back, and then turned it around. Granted, he turned it around on his birthday because that was the series against the Yankees. This season, he started turning around like yesterday, but Altuve starting to look like his old self again. So it sounds weird to say because it was only a 1-run victory, but this was just a stress-free evening, it felt to me. And that's, again, I'm not trying to sound mean to the Detroit Tigers. It just, they didn't seem threatening. The Astros get a win. The 5th straight win. We are now 5 games over 500, which is neat. We go for 6 in a row tomorrow. We play the Tigers, 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central. We will send Framber Valdez. The Tigers will send Eduardo Rodriguez, and I'll be here afterwards to talk about it. So that is all I have to say for the night. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.